I am just kind of planning out my day. I've got my stickers all over the place here. Yeah, I did not plan good at all. And by mean at all, I mean like at all. Last week I have like one attempt at a little mini planning session, so I'm kind of back on it. I think I got a little too crazy with my stickers, so I'm just kind of going super basic. So kind of like the layout that I am choosing to do, since this week I'm kind of just want to clear my head. I'm thinking that I just need a clean slate for my stickers too, and maybe I'll get creative later on down. But I definitely love my sticker weekend because I look forward to it. Saturday is always a big to-do day for me, wedding wise, so I have that there. And then my today, or kind of like a little bulleted area for Sunday. Usually I'll put my meal prep meals there. These little stickers at the top are going to be what workout I am going to do. And then today is actually Greg and I's, we've been dating for 8 years. So that is exciting. Ivy, I'm trying to show them my planning session. Here's kind of my goals for the week, and then I like to have like a little saying up here to start my week off. So kind of like my layout is up here at the top are going to be like ideas or things to do at the beginning of the day, or just kind of like reminders like our 8 years, and then kind of what I'm doing at the gym in the morning. And then in the middle are kind of my school goals and what I need to do like during prep, or what I need to get done at school so I do not take it home. And then down here I like to do like, I like to put what I need to get done at home. So again, it's definitely not the cutest, but right now that's just kind of how my brain is working. So I'm not putting anything here because like I said, on Mondays I just kind of like to start the days. I'm going to turn you around so you're not just staring at my planner. On Mondays I like to just kind of like slowly transition back into the classroom because you're like in, you know, weekend mode. So Mondays I don't really do a whole lot of planning, or if I do, then I maybe just like open it up or, you know, make my copy. And then tonight for my to-do list, I want to bullet journal a little bit. I haven't been doing a very good job in my February bullet journal. January I was really good. February totally fell off. So it's the 12th. So I opened up my bullet journal this morning and made some cute little, actually I shouldn't say cute. It's not cute at all, actually. It's just how my brain is. Like I said, my brain is just not being super creative yet, and I think that's just because I've had a lot going on. So I just made my February header and then kind of my goals and habits that I want to have for February. So when I come back home tonight, I kind of want to lay out how I'm going to track my goals and how I'm going to track my habits. I want to print off a sticker countdown for my wedding because we are getting close to the 100th day mark, like days away. I think today is 108 days until our wedding. And then I want to edit this Monday vlog. I need to get so much better editing the day of. Guys, I just want to like forewarn you, this room is going to get super, super cluttered very, very quickly because I am just slowly, that's not mine, it's my mother's. I am slowly getting all kinds of wedding stuff. Like we got Greg's ring a few weekends ago and now it's just piling. I guess I can show you my little wedding haul this weekend. I got these La pens that I am trying today. So they look like this. I got them on Amazon. So I will link them below. They are, I am using it this morning for my journal. It's not a brush pen. It's just a regular, let's see what it's called. Smear resistant, vivid colors, clean lines. It is a fine point pen. It's acid free, non-toxic. And yeah, it's great. The only reason I got that is for our guest book. We decided to do like a photo collage of our engagement shoot so we can have that to look back on. And people will be writing in the white margins. And it's kind of like that photo paper. So I wanted a pen that would not smear at all. So I am just testing this out and it's been doing a great job. Like, I'll show you. Like the lines are very, very crisp and it is not smearing at all. So I'm really, really happy with it. So along with those pens, I got these little thank you stickers for my thank you cards. So there's like 525 in here, so I think I'll be able to use those for my Etsy shop too. And then I ended up getting some thank you cards from Amazon. It's from Sup House. So what I ended up doing is I went through Vistaprint, which is very inexpensive, for our invitations. I'll show you what our invitations look like. Maybe. I kind of went with like a greenery theme, clearly with the eucalyptus and everything, but let's see. Here we go. This is what the RSVP card looks like. So everything is like this little, like, I don't know if it's an olive branch, but all kinds of just gorgeous, beautiful, dainty greenery is kind of where I'm going at. So I ended up getting everything through Vistaprint, and it came so quickly. So non-sponsored. Like, I'm not sponsored by anyone, guys. I just like to share with you, you know, what I'm doing, where I'm buying this stuff at. But I, you know, wanted to save some money. There's some stuff that I wanted to buy on Amazon if I didn't need it to be like custom or anything. And I was going to just make everything on Vistaprint. It's so easy. Like, they just have everything available in that theme that you want. But thank you cards was one of those things that I just kind of wanted to go cheaper on, because it's just a thank you card. Like, it's not a big deal. So the Sup House came with a ton of these little thank you cards. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about them. Pretty excited that I found those guys on my Amazon. And then I have the Amazon credit card anyway, so I get cash back from all of this. So that's why I try and buy on Amazon. That's why I always have Amazon links for you guys below, because I know a lot of people get points for having Amazon. Plus, I'm an affiliate, so I highly suggest every teacher, at least teacher tuber that is not an affiliate, that you use, check out Amazon affiliate. It's a really great deal. If we're all sharing ideas, it doesn't cost the person clicking on the link anything more. It's, you know, just for, you know, you advertising through Amazon, you get like a very small percentage. It's not that big at all, but you get like a very small percentage of what you are advertising. So say if I put like Le Pen link down below, if you hear people say like link down below, say I'll put these Le Pen links, then I'll get like 50 cents or something very low, if you happen to just click on my link and ended up buying the Le Pens. Or maybe you clicked on my link and went somewhere else and bought another pen, but if you still were on like my link, then that also helps me, because I drove you to Amazon, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's not like a sponsorship or anything. It's literally just sharing stuff that's on Amazon. So if you've got great things that you are buying on Amazon for your classroom and you're a teacher tuber, I highly recommend checking out the Amazon affiliate link. I'm not sponsored or anything. Like, affiliates are so much different than sponsors. It's just, you know, if you're sharing what you're using anyways, you might as well get just a little bit of money back for it. And so yeah, that's fun. And I don't share anything that I don't use anyways. I wouldn't go on and say like, oh, you know, go buy this. I don't have it, but you should go buy it. No, I always link things that I actually have and actually have bought. 7:36. So I need to go put some makeup on and go very quickly curl my hair. Get this Monday started. I've done a lot of talking for you guys this morning, and I'm really sorry about that. Okay, here we go. I am wearing the Tarte Namaste again. I really like this color, but I'm just trying to wear it a bunch of times to see if it's what I want for my wedding day. So I haven't decided yet. Guys, let me know. Is it too nude, or is it just the right pink? Like, I'm looking for a very natural, basic bridal look, so nothing too crazy. How are you doing, Lily? You ready for the pirates? Go sit on the floor, Lily.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies.
Oh.
Say "arr, matey." Boys and girls, this week we are transforming our classroom into the Jolly Roger. To the Jolly Roger. It is now our pirate ship. Say, all aboard. All aboard. All aboard.
No.
What do they say? I made them sail away into the 7 seas.
We're here to sail away.
With Bossy R.
With Bossy R.
Boys and girls, this week we are learning all about Bossy R. And the first way that R is bossy is with AR. AR says arr. Show me your pirate hook and say arr. We're gonna read my favorite pirate book. Pirates love underpants. Pirates love underpants. And boys and girls, when you hear the R sound, AR says R. Say it. AR says R. Show me the hook, because that is our symbol that we hear AR together. Now, say say R. See how it's a little different? So under pants, there is a bossy R in under pants, but it's ER, it's different, Turner. We're going to learn about that later. Today, we are practicing AR. So pirates love underpants.
Tonight, keep holding my hand. I know this ain't love, but let me stay the night. I said let me stay a while. I said let me stay a while. I said let me stay a while. I said let me stay a while.
Taking a moment to myself. I just disinfected my table and now I'm eating my apple. I'm going to have some almond butter with it, and then I also have my 2 hard-boiled eggs. Whew. Today is pulling teeth. It's not a bad day, but I'm definitely like reaching to get their attention today. So do some more grading from last week. Yeah, does anybody else? I feel like this is the time of year where kids just get kind of bored, I guess, and you just have to, you start to realize it and do things differently in your classroom. I think I'm going to kind of talk in my balance vlog this week about how to, sometimes it's okay to switch up your lesson planning and how to get through, I guess, the time of the year where they all just kind of tune you out, basically, because it happens to all of us. It happens to every single classroom, and it's okay. It doesn't mean you're a bad teacher. It's just that time of the year where they're just like, I don't know, it's the stretch towards spring break. So got this nice, lovely little thing that came out this weekend, so that's nice. A normal beautician that I go to for a cut and color, and I said I would like to come in this week, and then I also asked her if we could do a trial run for my wedding hair, and she said, are you available tonight? I had to cancel, and I was like, yes. All right, I'm going to put the phone down and get some work done. Guys, my principal just sent out, or I'm just now looking at the weekly focus for this week. He always kind of sends like an agenda type thing, but the article that my principal just sent out today had a quote that I want to read to you guys, because it is just, it really touches on the way the why I do mini lessons and why I teach the way I teach. So I just think it's so inspiring, so I'm going to read it to you really quick. Nancy Frey and Douglas Fisher, and they wrote, when learners get stuck, teachers must respond so that they can improve understanding, correct an error, or address a misconception. The way a teacher responds can leave the students feeling either successful or helplessness. And we call the phase of teaching and learning the process called guided instruction, because that represents a shared responsibility between a teacher and the student. And I thought that that was just so powerful, because, I was doing a fact family today, and sometimes we kind of forget, especially with the curriculum model change, sometimes we kind of forget that if a student doesn't understand, then we just need to show them the same way or do that with them again. Because it's the easiest way, but sometimes we might need to mold our teaching into what the students need instead. So today we were doing our fact families, which my anchor chart, guys, I know was so not cute. That's called, I quickly made an anchor chart.
but it doesn't matter because it worked for some students. And the other students that did the exit ticket really quickly, I don't know that I have an exit ticket. I think I left them on my back table. But that were just, wrote a sad face on their exit ticket or just could not do it. Turnaround facts, I don't know if you guys do turnaround facts. A lot of my students, they get the addition, but they couldn't get the subtraction, and they couldn't find the turnaround facts or they've tried to do a turnaround fact and subtraction, and we all know that doesn't make sense. But for first graders, we're still trying to learn number sense, and they couldn't understand why 3 minus 2 equals 5, or why it doesn't equal 5. So I took that student and I pulled him back, and we kind of ran through it again just to make sure that it wasn't just like a misconception with the strategy of using the fact family house, and it just wasn't getting anywhere. So I just completely nixed that. I told the kiddo, that's okay. Sometimes our brains don't work like that. And I showed them the fact family triangle, which is actually our lesson tomorrow, but I thought that I would give him that because he needed to feel successful right then in that moment. Even though I was teaching that strategy tomorrow, I wanted him to feel successful, and I didn't want him to think that I gave up on him. So I gave him the fact family triangle instead of the fact family house, and it clicked. And he felt so good. He was able to scribble it out on the house paper. So now, he's able to use the triangle for the fact family house if I'm asking them to do the fact family house. So, yeah, that just kind of really connected with me today. So I think it's important that as teachers, we need to remember, as we're teaching all of these math strategies or reading strategies, that not every kiddo is going to pick up on it, and that doesn't make you a bad teacher. That's just the way that they learn. So just be open to teaching things a different way, and never letting the kid know that they failed. It's never, they don't get it. It's that we don't get how to teach them, if that makes sense. So it definitely puts a lot on our shoulders, but if you change that way of thinking, your kiddos will not be afraid to fail, I guess, because it's you. And I basically told him that. I said, buddy, I just don't think that this is the way I need to teach you. I'm going to teach you a different way and see if that's better. And he didn't feel like a failure, and he knew that Miss Lacer has another way for him to try, and it worked out. So yeah, that's just like my quick little inspirational spiel on kind of my teaching philosophy, I guess. I believe that all students can learn and will learn, but just need a teacher to believe in them, to have all these different resources and have all these different ideas to get them to understand, and have the time to sit down and work with them one-on-one if you have to. And yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. Oh, give me a 5 so we remember. Holding up a 5 is helping you remember what's your priority right now. Priority is sitting crisp with bubbles in your mouth, eyes on your target, laser light. Okay? This is Friendship Week. In Friendship Week, we talk about how to be friends. It's really important this week because when you're in class, when you're around somebody all the time, sometimes you don't get along. It's not a bad thing, but it may seem like a bad thing sometimes. Okay? When you're around those people, what kind of bad things do you think you might hear?
When they say, I don't want to play with you.
What happens to your heart when you hear something bad? Do you see what happens?
If somebody tells you they don't want to be your friend anymore. When you're out at recess and you ask them, can I play? No, there's already this much people. We don't need more.
Hurts your heart. Something else. Maybe.
I don't like your clothes. I think they're ugly.
They're ugly.
I don't like your clothes. I think they're ugly and stupid.
Okay. What about if you look different than somebody else?
I don't like you. I do not want to play with you.
What happens to somebody's heart when you hear bad things about you? When somebody says something mean to you, what happens to your heart? Turn and tell her. One bad thing might not hurt so much, but it does a little bit, doesn't it? Like the very first one, said it was a lily. Lily said our first bad thing. Crumpled it a little bit. It might hurt a little, but we'll be okay. But what happens when somebody hears bad things daily? You're not good at math. You're not good at reading. You should never go to 2nd grade. You should go back to kindergarten. I don't like your hair. I think you smell bad. What happens if somebody is repeatedly, and these people, sometimes these people turn into a bully. Can you believe that? Yeah. You think this person is the bully that's doing this to this poor heart. Sometimes the bully has the crumpled heart. Think about that for a second. You would never know because they probably wouldn't tell you. But next time you see somebody being mean, don't automatically call them mean or call them a bully. Think about what might have happened to that person to get a broken heart. How can we make a heart feel better? Even if it's a bully, or maybe if it's somebody that's not a bully and that just hears these bad things all the time. What can we do as somebody that sees it happen? What could we do to help that person? Bully or not a bully? Let's try it. Say some nice things to my poor heart.
You can play with something. It doesn't matter how many people they can play. Lots of people can play hide and seek with us. I like your shirt and your pants. Do you play with me? You could talk about it with them. You could ask why they're sad.
Yeah, why they're sad, or ask why they might be saying hurtful things.
I like that scarf.
Tell them you like their clothes, even though it might be different from yours.
You can play with us no matter what culture you're from.
Our heart doesn't look perfect, does it? Remember we said Band-Aids can't always fix the broken heart, but it can make it better, can it? So even though that person or that bully might still say some hurtful things, by you saying something nice to that person, it made their heart grow a little bit more. I've got a saying that is on this heart, and I want you to repeat after me. You ready? Before you speak, think and be smart.
Think and be smart.
It's hard to fix
It's hard to fix
a wrinkled heart.
a wrinkled heart.
One side, see the other.
Artistic.
There's your face.
Alright guys, so I just got my hair done. I'm gonna edit this vlog, and then I will probably film my balance vlog for this week tonight. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning for the gym sesh.
Good morning, everybody. Whew. I am under the weather today. I felt like I might be getting sick over the weekend, but it was just like, I thought it was just a fluke because I woke up Monday feeling fine. And then yesterday I felt more tired than normal, like cranky and tired, and I wasn't sure why I was so out of breath. We know. Don't get, knock on wood, like knock on all the wood. I have a fairly healthy immune system. I don't get flu sick ever, but I do get seasonal allergies. Being in Indiana, we go through seasons like crazy, like the warm weather and the cold weather comes in and out, and every single time it changes, I get this. I get this craziness. Sometimes I wish I would just fly to like Florida, because it always seems to clear up when I go to Florida. Sometimes I wish I could just fly to Florida until it officially moves to whatever season it is. Here's some essential oils today. Tea tree and peppermint is what I've heard for seasonal. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take that. Ooh, I think I have a Fight It blend too, so I might use my Fight It blend. I'll do the apple cider vinegar and lemon water today again, and that's supposed to help big time with, I don't know why I looked down there. The apple cider vinegar is not down there. That's supposed to help big time with keeping you healthy. Throat coats are really, really good, guys. Like Greg and I both, Greg is not a hot tea person, and when he turns into one when he gets sick. So we take this, it has the lemon echinacea in it, and it just has, let's see, what's in here? It's echinacea, licorice, organic lemon myrtle leaf, marshmallow root, fennel root, organic sweet orange, organic cinnamon, all things that help you with your immune system, and echinacea being like the top one. So I'm going to take a ton of these to work, and then drink them throughout the day. I'm still going to drink my coffee because I can't, I have to drink coffee, but I'm definitely going to try and throw in the hot tea too because I swear by it. I am wearing this, I am a first grade teacher. What's your superpower? This shirt is super old, but a coworker of mine bought it for me a few years ago, so it's kind of, I wear it for like my memory of her. I love her. If you're watching this, Deb, thank you. Your shirt is still getting some use. Superhero Day for Friendship Week. So, superhero, find your superhero against bullies or something like that. Yesterday was put bullies to sleep, and today is something about superheroes. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to make my apple cider vinegar and my hot lemon water. I'm going to get my essential oil. I'm going to start my car. Then I'm going to get to work. Let's just pray. Fingers crossed, pray, good vibes, that I feel better tomorrow morning, because if I don't, then I might take off Thursday. But still going to wipe down some areas and just make sure that everything is good. And because, again, knock on wood, sickness has stayed out of my room for the most part this year with all of the flu and stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to just take it easy today. I'm going to take it easy, and I'm sorry. You got to see this sunrise this morning. Do you see that? See how gorgeous that looks? Don't mind all the cars passing by, but look how beautiful. It's just so stunning. It's absolutely stunning. With the oranges and blues and pinks. It's just so beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey guys. So it is actually recess time right now. It's 12:15. I decided to take a half day because I just feel so bad. Like my sinus is, it's getting worse and I'm miserable. Technology integration specialist actually came in this morning and she asked, hey, I'm here, my other lesson backed out, do you want me to teach a lesson to your kids? And I'm like, totally. Like I am just, I can't function with this sinus mess. And so she just took my class and had them do some quizzes, fun quizzes and hyperdocs. Her job is to actually help teachers integrate technology into their classrooms. And she's well aware, that's who I went to ISTE with over the summer. So she's well aware that I'm already doing all of those fun things. So nice that she just went ahead and took my class and she was there. So yeah, and then after, during lunch, I was like, I feel like crud. We have 0 subs picking anybody up. So we were pulling all of our IAs and they were taking classrooms. And so I was like, okay, I could tough it out. But during lunch, I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do the rest of the day. You want to stay there. You want to tough it out. But, then again, you want to be healthy as a person. Like as a teacher, you have to be healthy for your kids. And I was just not able to even give 50% today. I'm just so, filming this part of the video is making me exhausted. I'm gonna go into Target and then I'm gonna get my butt home, probably take a bath and relax. I am home now. I put on one of my comfiest sweaters. May or may not be Christmas. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I'll just show you kind of like a mini little haul. What I got. I need some more almond butter, so I ended up picking up some of the Justin's Maple. I got this tea. I've actually never had it before. This is the traditional medicines. That's the echinacea one that I was telling you about this morning, but they have one that's called seasonal sampler. So it's got the echinacea in it still, but it also has some other stuff kind of gearing towards kind of the seasonal allergies type thing. So I'm going to try that. Of course, I got the Airborne tablets. I ended up getting the double pack because Greg texted me and said he didn't feel good either. So his, I think, is also allergy type thing. And then I ran out of eucalyptus essential oil. So I normally like to buy my essential oils on Amazon just because I feel like you can get better quality on there. And yes, my sister is a part of the Young Living. And I would have loved to pick up some like now today. I couldn't wait for it. So I picked up some eucalyptus, which really helps open the airways. And yeah, that's my little haul. Listen to your body. Don't ignore the warning signs on, you know, what your body needs. So right now I need rest, and that is what I'm going to give it. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Again, I did take another half day tomorrow morning, so I'm actually going to go in late. So I will see you whatever time I end up getting up. I have no idea what time I'm going to get up. I'm just going to sleep it off, and hopefully I feel much better about going to school. I am going to school tomorrow. I have to be there. I won't be around kids very much just because I have a meeting for most of the afternoon, and I actually have somebody in my classroom anyways. So it all worked out nicely, but I need to be there for that meeting. I need to be there for those 3 kids that, you know, I need to show what interventions that I've done for those kiddos so we can move on to the next thing. Because if I don't, that'll be pushed back till March. And if one of my kiddos need to be tested, then it won't happen until at the beginning of 2nd grade. And I just can't have that happen. If they need to be tested now, it needs to happen now. So that's why it sucks that I can't not be there, but it is what it is. That's another thing we'll talk about next week with teachers and sick days. So, all right, guys. Well, I will see you tomorrow morning sometime, and cross our fingers that I feel better. Good morning, everybody. Actually, it's like 11:47. So, like I told you guys, I was gonna go into work late today. So I took a half day yesterday and a half day morning today. So I am going in late. And I really needed it. I really needed that extra rest. So I feel a little bit better. I feel like I definitely have more energy. Many allergies in my room this year, so I found like these cute little cupcake Hershey Kisses, I guess. And since I never hand out candy, it'll be a nice little treat. So that'll just be like my little Valentine's for my kids. Definitely not anything like overly adorable or Pinteresty, but honestly, they will be so excited. So I'll give them those. I'll probably read some Valentine's Day books. Can we just talk about how much I don't want to go to school today? This muddy guck. A portion of the day I had.
No, I don't need a degree to know this ain't love at first sight.
Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, my favorite day of the week. I feel a little bit better this morning, I think. Greg asked me when I first woke up, and I'm like, no, I don't feel better. I actually do feel better, or I have more energy, I guess. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. We didn't do much. Or we didn't do anything really. I didn't feel good, but we don't hardly ever celebrate Valentine's Day anyways, because of our anniversary. But he surprised me with sweet little bouquet of flowers, and then we also got sushi from Kroger. We actually have a really good sushi guy at Kroger, so we know, you know, when to go get it when it's like fresh. So he did that, and he bought me a bottle of wine, even though I'm not drinking wine right now for my diet. But I had a little taste, and it was absolutely wonderful. So he is so sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Today is Thursday, so today is my massive prep day. My copier lady comes in, spend a few moments printing off some stuff this morning, and then I'm gonna go in and see if I can get rid of those boxes. I don't think I showed you guys because I wasn't feeling up to it, but I actually have my Donors Choose came in, and I decided to put it together yesterday. I have no idea why. I did not feel good at all whatsoever, but I didn't think it would actually take that long, but it took a little longer than I expected, and I got home at like 5, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm probably gonna make the newsletter for next week. I used to make the newsletters, I have been all year, make the newsletters like in bulk, so I'll put like as much as I know, and hopefully get us to where, you know, where I make it to like spring break with the newsletters, because I do the newsletters for our whole team, and yeah, I got really good, and then over winter break I didn't touch any newsletters. So normally on winter break I would make things until spring break, and then spring break I would make newsletters until, you know, the end of school. And if we needed to add anything, then we added something to the email or whatever. But I have not been doing that very well since I got back from winter break. So I'm just gonna knock out some until spring break. Well, I got the next 2 weeks done. I had to play around with one of our newsletters from last year because we actually have to go into school on President's Day, so that took a little bit. Outfit of the day, I'm actually just wearing black on black today. Again, leggings since it's casual week. And then I have the comfiest, like seriously guys, this is the comfiest cardigan, little sweater thing ever, and Greg got it for me for Christmas. I think he got it on Amazon. It is seriously the comfiest thing ever, so it is awesome. Then I have my little shoes on, and today's actually hat day, so I'm going to go get my favorite hat. It's actually from Nashville, Tennessee, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'm gonna let my hair just be wet today, and I'm gonna get to school. Okay guys, I am on my way to school, but I want to just touch on what happened last night. I heard it on the radio, so I knew that I needed to probably say something. But my heart goes out to the students and teachers and families in South Florida, and it's actually just miles away from where, you know, Greg's family lives. 20 miles, I think, or so from where his family lives. It just goes out to all of those families, and the school and the students and the teachers, and it's just such a sad situation. You know, it just, times like this, it just makes me think extra hard about listening to my kids and letting them have a voice. And even though they're 6 years old and 7 years old, letting them have a voice and letting them talk through their feelings, even though it may seem strange or weird to you at times. Just letting them have somebody to talk to and being an advocate for students. And yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking, and it's scary for us teachers, you know, that there's always, you know, the possibility. But this morning it kind of gives me a good outlook. Kind of gives me a good outlook on going into school and just, you know, being with my kids and seeing their smiley faces.
So.
I'm hoping that you understand. You ain't the man to tell you in demand. Just pray to God we keep you in the plan. You ain't the man to tell you when to talk, but I've been on a mission since the day we brought up. Every time we dropping it, we know they thought of ways to bring me down, but when they hear, don't hear a sound, guess that's the way you gotta act when I've been real, I've been around.
Oh my gosh. It is actually gorgeous out here right now. I know it looks super ugly. It actually looks like it's gonna storm, but it's so freaking warm. I am literally gonna just okay Google. I wonder if okay Google works while I'm recording. Okay Google. No, it doesn't work. I'm gonna see how warm it is because it is freaking heat wave right now. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're in the 60s. We're in the 60s. It's just so uplifting. Like, I totally needed this today. Look, it's like super ugly, but I am so happy. We definitely needed this warm day. Now, I wish it was sunny outside, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Probably drive with the windows open tonight, you know? Ford truck sales event going on this weekend, guys. Ivy, what are you doing? You're so obsessed with water lately. Drink? I know, we're watching, right? You like that water better down there? It's totally different than up here. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Lacey's like, we have bowls, so you drink out of the bowl like a good girl. That's right. Change the flippin' thing. Look, I knew when I got this for Christmas that I would not change it. Ah! All right. Got my sleepy time tea. I've got my Airborne. Now Paul's wet. I don't care. I just want the water. Anybody else's cat obsessed with water faucets? Like, we seriously have like this super nice stainless steel bowl. I don't know if you can see it. And it's like a fountain. She's gone through so many of those. She's obsessed with fresh running water, apparently. I'm just putting my lunch together for tomorrow. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Greg's actually not home still. Poor thing. You are super cute. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna go in there and lay down, maybe read my book, maybe watch more YouTube. I'll see you guys in the morning, officially. Yeah, I do need to go to bed. Guess you made it to the gym. Second time this week. Got nothing. Good morning, everybody. I feel loads better this morning for sure. Still didn't have like a whole ton of energy just from being sick. So I got on the treadmill and ran a mile really quickly, and that felt pretty good. I actually broke a sweat from doing that this morning. And that's what I needed. I just wanted to run really hard for a short amount of time and sweat and see if I can sweat some of this sickness out. I do feel loads better, so I'm so glad that I took those days off. My work bestie is not going to be here today, so basically I'm going to be lost without her. I'm going to do this, and then I'll see you in a second. Okay, this is what next week looks like. I'm going with like a blue theme. I really liked how I have the 3 different sections for 3 parts of my day. And then I also liked how it wasn't so cluttered with stickers. Again, this is probably not like the Pinterest perfect planner, but it definitely, it was good for my brain this week to have a layout like this. So that's what this week looked like, and I could just kind of, it feels cleaner to me. So next week I kind of have this, and then I also added this row. So up at the top I'm going to have obviously my saying for the week, and I think I have mascara on my thumb, so don't judge me. These are for my different planned workouts and anything that I want to get done before school. So this is kind of like the before school, move cat, and then the middle of the day, move cat. And then the middle of the day are kind of things for me to do at school. So next year I might not have an Erin Condren teacher planner, so I might
make this for things to get done during school. And that's just things like lesson planning or whatever it is. Like if I have an SOS meeting or whatever, those are going to go in these days. So obviously Saturday and Sunday don't have those days. And then down here is what to get done after school. So that could be like YouTube or cleaning or anything like that. Down here, I like to do breakfast, lunch, dinner for meal prep ideas, since I do eat the same thing every single day. Over here, I'm going to be writing my goals for the week. And then over here, I'm making these sticky notes every single week for wedding planning. So these are kind of things like every time I see this sticker, this is what I have to get done for wedding. And then up here are just some things that I want to get done on Saturday or if I'm meeting with somebody. And then over here are kind of my get stuff done day for Sunday. So these are my little bulleted points for me to get stuff done on Sunday. So yeah, that is kind of my overview of my week, kind of how I'm structuring every single week. And it's been really, really nice. So now that I have that done, I am going to stick my bookmark back in there and bring this bad boy to school. And it is 8 o'clock, so I need to get to school. I'm in the mood to jam out today on the way to work. We had a lot of potholes happening. We had a thunderstorm last night. Actually, I absolutely love thunderstorms, like so much. I slept so good last night, and I always sleep great during thunderstorms. Don't ask me why. Actually, I think I know why. I think it's kind of nostalgic for me. Like when I was little, it was very common for, us to have thunderstorms in Indiana that would last all night. Like we're not one of those states. Like I know Florida, I've been in Hawaii and San Antonio was the same way. Like it'll storm for like 10 minutes and then be gone. Well, in Indiana, it storms for like hours. And but you just learn to love it. And sometimes the power will go out, or more times than others the power will go out. So then what would happen when I was little, when the power would go out, everybody would just be like boom, like power outage mode. So I would go around and light all the candles. My sister would go grab some board games. My dad would be grabbing a flashlight, and my mom would be like getting everything else. And we would just sit down and have like an instant family game night. Like no matter what day it is, no matter what time of day, like if the power goes out, everybody stops what they're doing for some odd reason. And we would just like have family game night. And it was so much fun. So ever since I was little, I absolutely love thunderstorms. Yeah, so that can only mean one thing, and that spring is coming. And maybe the groundhog was lying. So boo on you, Puxatawny Phil. Today marks 100 days until the wedding. So, little recap. The guy is having some issues, isn't he? He's having some issues. Okay. Before he presses the red button, what is that red button going to do? Let's predict. Put it in your brain. Whisper to a friend. Class, class? Class to class. Raise your hand. Tell me, what do you think is going to happen? I've actually never seen this, and I did that on purpose. Mrs. Smith knows what's going to happen, but I do not know what's going to happen, so I don't know what I'm predicting. What do you think is going to happen?
He's going to turn into a pancake.
You think he's going to turn into a pancake and get smashed?
I knew it. It's magnetic. It's magnetic. It's a magnet. But that's not it.
Okay, what happened?
He pressed the button, then he turned it. Then it was a magnet, and then he turned to a box.
We just confirmed our prediction. We're deciding to read at the beach today.
Your finger is so big.
Miss Lacer, I like how much you teach me.
That is so big.
This is a great tool for reading, so go ahead. Excellent. Doing a quizzes today on Fact Family. Quizzes is a super fun game where it's kind of like Kahoot. I'll show you how to do it. Patiently waiting for me to hit start. Class, class? Ready?
So basically it asks them multiple questions. And it counts how long they take it, like spend on each question. And it's a good exit ticket for anything. So neat! Okay. Actually being fun today. There's like fun times where, you know, some of those days where they're just like, they're kind of wild, but they still like are super engaged. Like I think I've reeled them back in, I guess, from our little like null pirate. Being a pirate helped this week for sure. So, yeah, that was a fun math lesson. I taught him how to play salute. So with salute, there is a missing number. So say 8 plus missing number equals 11. So what they would do is they would have 2 numbers up on their head, and there would be 3 players. So like person, and they have numbers up on their head. 2 players, 2 add-ins have numbers of cards up on their head. And it's kind of like headbands, so they don't know headbands, so they don't know what card they have. And then there's a third person who's the sum. So they tell them what each other's sum is, and it's up to each one of them to figure out the missing number, figure out what their headband card says. Played that in math time and it got a little loud, but they were doing math, so you know, it is what it is. So now I'm going to finish grading and I'm going to be 100% caught up in my grades. So I am going to bust my tushy today, and then I'm also going to cut out these exit tickets for next week and get them ready, and then I am going to be completely done today. Like if I can really bust it out, I can like go into the weekend without any work, and that'll be the first time in a few weeks because I've just been kind of behind lately. So ever since drama, and that's a really, really good feeling. That's a really good feeling to have everything accomplished and leaving work. So back to my balance. So I'm going to put the phone down and get going.
From enemies. Later.
All right, guys. It's the end of the day. I had a lot of stuff to do today, at the end of the day, but I finished my grading. Don't mind my neck. I literally just like scratched it a little. I have super sensitive skin. Printed off these fluency task cards, which I use on the daily in my room. It's by Angelia Grimes from Extra Special Teaching. It's a super old resource, but it's a really good resource. Here, I'll put the name closer so you can see. And what they are is they are called, we call them sailboats. I don't know if anybody else calls them sailboats because they look like a sailboat. But they're super good with fluency, and my kiddos are just, for some reason, you know, this time of year, they get super excited about them because they can read almost every single word in them now, and they're really, really excited about it. So one of them asked, can you print those off so I can take them home and do it and show my parents? And I was like, yes. I 100% can do that. I told them that I would print them off on colored pieces of paper and sent a video to them and explained to their parents like what they were and why they were getting them home because their kids are, you know, saying that they want them. So I got it like on camera that they wanted to do them at home. So yeah, the parents wrote back and were just like super excited. We use Seesaw, so that's how we send back information and videos and pictures and stuff. So I just did that and got those ready to make copies on Monday. I'm not going to do it now. I reprinted some dictation papers because I have a little boy in here that, even though we don't have desks, things disappear. And to kind of sum up, I feel like at the end of my vlogs, I kind of want to talk about how, like, what I learned or what I got out of this week. And this week was all about me, you know, remaining healthy, you know, since I got sick, basically, and just realizing when you need to step away from work. And my body was screaming at me on Monday to relax and take the time to relax. And so I did. I, you know, didn't go to the gym for a few days, and I relaxed, and I gave myself like 9 hours of sleep at night. And I took time to, you know, go home and relax and not do any work at home. And yeah, I feel like we need to listen to our bodies a lot more often because they are so much smarter than our present self, if that makes sense. At least that's my opinion. So yeah, if you enjoyed my vlog this week, if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you ever have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. If
throughout the entire video. Like if you have a question like, what did she do there? Or why did she do this? Leave me a question. I love responding to you guys. I do my best to respond to everybody. That's like a goal of mine. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you hit the notification bell, then you will get notified every time I post a video. I do classroom chats, balance chats, on Wednesdays, and then on Saturdays I do my weekly vlogs as a teacher, and I try to include at least one mini lesson every single week. I forgot that I put the heart lesson in there, so you guys saw a little bit of a kindness lesson with social studies, and then you also saw like miniature prediction, making and confirm predicting today. So that was fun. That was like a little like, it wasn't really like a mini lesson. It was more of a end of the week recap fun thing to do with the kids, and they really, really like it. So highly recommend adding movie clips and cartoon clips, or even just little clips on YouTube to your lesson plans, especially for reading. It's great, and they were super excited, and it's really hard to do on a Friday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next week. Bye.